Hello and season's greetings to everyone, as it is currently the middle of December and Christmas is very much on its way. And this video is about our game, which is called Snowed Under, and it's a community game in which everyone can contribute, and once it's done we're going to release it and it's going to be available for download via donation, and we're going to be donating it to Crisis, which is a homeless charity. So if you'd like to get involved, come and join us at the group. This is for people who don't know much about AGD or AGDX. We're going to show you how you can actually create a level. So once you get in touch, we'll send you the file. You should set it up as a Spectrum 128K and load the snapshot. If you press X, you can immediately see that you have a screen here which is up and running and it's ready to play. So you can have a little play with this and get an idea about what the gameplay is about. Basically, you're this little character there called Tim, and you have to collect all the Christmas baubles on the screen, and once you've done that, a special object will appear, and once you collect the object you'll receive a bonus and you'll go to the next level. So let's take a look here. Now, as you can see, he also has a snowball as a weapon. There are a couple of different types of blocks, including melting snow, which slowly restores itself, and ice. And as you can see there, the object has come and we go straight on to the next level. Okay, so let's talk then about how you can make your own level in this game. So assuming that you've got this set up, we'll go through it now step by step and basically show you how it works. Okay, so the first thing you want to do then is go to the screens menu here. So you press C, so all the letters on the side there, that will give you the letter of the menu that you need to go to. So you go to C and you can see we're in screen 1, and there is the screen that you've just seen. If you press plus and minus on your keyboard and up near the delete key in the print screen, you can flick between the screens, and currently we only have 2 screens available. And whichever one you select currently, you can then go back to the menu and it will run. But what we'll do here is we'll press X, and that will bring an option to create. You press yes, and as you can see there, you've now got a blank screen, and your current screen is screen 2. Okay, so if we now go out of here and back to the main menu by pressing enter, the first thing we need to do is position the player on the screen. So we go to the positions menu, you press N, you then press X to create, and there you will see automatically your little character. So use the arrow keys and place the character where you want him. Let's put him, say, just here. Okay, once you're done, press enter. We can now press X here to test, and we know that we're on screen 2. And there you go. So as you can see, we've got that set up, and he can move around, he can throw snowballs, he can jump. It's all ready, waiting for you to add the platforms and the objects to be collected. Okay, so the next thing we need to think about is the blocks, and these are the building blocks of the level, and these have already been created. If you know what you're doing, of course, you can build your own, but if not, you can use the ones that are already here. So all we need to do is press B to go to this menu, and then we'll use the keys 1 and 2, and this will allow you to look at the different building blocks that are used in the game. Now, you don't need to change these if all you want to do is build a level. So you can see we've got a platform here, we've got an ice block here, and if you move through you can see we've got the Christmas bauble here, and we've also got these melting animation blocks there. So block 19 will be our snow block, and that's really all you need to worry about for now if you just want to build a simple level. So we'll go back to screen menu now, and obviously there's nothing here, and we'll use 1 and 2 again, and we can choose a platform like this. And what we can do, let's say we can put a platform here, we use the arrow keys and we just press space, and we can just draw in a level like that. Now, one of the things we have to do just to make it look a little better is put edges on the ends of the platforms, and you can see those are also provided, and this means that the player will actually fall off the edge in the right place and it'll look correct. And it also makes the platform look a little bit nicer. So there you go, we add it, and as you can see, it works, it's in place, and there's no coding involved at all. You just have to draw, basically, just draw the level on there, and it's as simple as that. So that's one little piece. Now let's move to the bauble. You can see it there in the top right, and let's add some baubles here. There is a full guide available to the keys, which we'll send to you as well, but you can also press Z as well as pressing space. You can press Z, which means put a zero block 0, and that will help you if you've made a mistake. You can delete something easily by using that. Okay, so let's take a look at what happens now. As you can see, he's there, and it tells us that there are 4 blocks and 3, 2, 1, 0, and they're all collected. Now normally what would happen, of course, is an object would appear, but right now we haven't created that object. So let's check our screen number. It's screen number 2. The code is set up so that the object number will match the screen number. So we'll now press O to go to the objects, and you can see we've got an object there, object 0 and object 1. So we need to create another one, just like this. Press X again to create, press yes. Now we're just going to draw a simple object. It can be whatever you want, but I'll just do a simple smiley face just for a demo. Okay, and we're then going to have to put this object in the right place on the screen so that it will appear when it is to be collected. Now this isn't a feature of regular AGD. We've actually coded this into this version. So if you press P, you'll come up with this menu which shows you the different screens, and you can browse through them using plus and minus again. So obviously we go to the screen we want, we put our little man or little face there. Let's say we put it in this corner just here. We press enter to go back to the main menu, and we now press keys 1 and 2 because we want to change the room, because we don't want it in the room, we want it to be out of the room, so to speak, in a non-existent imaginary room, let's say, and that's room 254. That's what that's used for. So that means it's a kind of storage area, if you like, for us to keep our objects so that they can then magically appear. But we've got it set up in its right coordinates, and as you'll see now, once we've done that, when we collect these objects, the face will appear up here. There it is. It's glowing and it's ready to be collected. So that's all you need to do, really. That's for designing the end of level object that you collect once all the other pieces are in place. So just skipping through again here, let's press +1 and go to the screen 2 that we want, and let's add more detail now. So what we can do, for example, again, just pressing 1 and 2 to browse, we can add some of this melting snow here. Now this melting snow code, again, is something that I've added. It's not actually part of AGD, but it will. It's set up so that it'll work without any coding knowledge at all. You literally just have to draw them onto the screen anywhere you want, and they'll work kind of straight out of the box. Now the thing about this melting snow is that as you walk on it, of course, it crumbles and it falls away a lot like Manic Miner. But the mechanic that we added here is we've added the fact that the snow will slowly restore, and that means you'll never get stuck in the level. You can run out of time, but you won't ever get stuck. Okay, the other thing you can see there that I've added is the blue slippery ice, and again, easy to add, just draw it on, and as you might expect, what the ice does is that when the character hits that, he'll just keep moving until he reaches the other side. It's still possible to jump on the ice though, so it's not completely sort of losing the player's control completely, but it does require a little bit of tricky skill, so that's always good. And if we draw another platform across here, then we're going to get to the point where our exit level, which will be up here, will be accessible. So again, we're just using space and the arrow keys 1 and 2 to select the blocks that we want, and there we go. Okay, so the only thing that's missing really now, I think, is we want to add some more sparkling baubles. So let's add a few of those. And again, the way that we've designed this for people is that you don't need to count them. The game will count them, and it will know how many there are. So however many you place, it will do it automatically for you. The maximum that you can have is 250, let's say. That would be plenty, of course. Just 20 or 30 would be plenty, really, wouldn't it? But anyway, as much as you want, you can design it the way that you like. And as you can see now, we've actually got a fairly playable level where you go through. There's the ice. Be careful not to slip on the snow there. And you can jump over. Incidentally, if the player falls, he'll lose some of his energy, but he won't die. So there you go. And at the end of the level, you get this little sort of snowstorm. And of course, it won't go to the next level because currently there is no next level. So there you go. Alright, so I hope that's useful. I mean, as you can see, when you design a level, we've got people who are designing sprites, vertical and horizontal and so on. And, you know, for example, you could put one somewhere, maybe a patrolling enemy going across here, or a vertical enemy here, or an icicle or something like that. That would add a lot more challenge. And there's, you know, when you design your level, think about that. And then speak to Andy, and you know, you can let him know what you would like, and we can add it to the game and basically make it the way that you would like it to be. Okay, it's possible, as I said, to add more blocks if you know what you're doing, and you're more than welcome to. But I thought this would be a nice way for people who don't have any experience at all to get involved, and I hope that you will. Okay, so. Thanks again for watching. I hope that you found this video useful. I really hope that you'll find the time to get involved. It is going to be for a good cause, and hopefully it might be a nice introduction to some of you to homebrew, and especially AGD and AGDX. It really can be a lot of fun. Okay, so Merry Christmas everybody, and as always, happy coding. Bye bye.